which one's better? We have Redemption up right now.
Yeah. I can see Getaway could have been pretty good. We get a hydraulic.
Get another one, right?
We need something to do this turn. Most of our cards are playable. Only Bone and Tyrion are not. But still, this like makes us our neck. It's like super
Yeah, worst case we can hero power with like Hydrologist Secret Lost in the Jungle. Blah 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 blah.
2 damage repentance.
Yeah, sick. Kind of 1 damage when you look at how we're attacking into that.
Definitely the most questionable card in the deck.
Yeah. Generally don't put secrets in your deck. Paladin. If you want secrets, play Hydrologist. Call it good.
Probably want redemption, so we have something to play for
We want Repentance.
Why?
Because they play like big death rattly things.
I'm afraid of Dragonfire Potion.
Okay. Yeah, I am too.
Like,
Now
that's
that you
what
bring it up.
happens next.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to do this.
Yeah, you want Redemption for
I'll
Bone
take
Mirror,
this
definitely.
trade. I'll take this trade. And I think I just
I agree. Well, no, actually, we could Lost in the Jungle. Like, we have this Vine Cleaver, so we're kind of always flooding.
Sure. And this kind of makes him want to Dragonfire, and then he Dragonfires that Bone Bear. Disgusting. This might work, man. That's good pressure.
Yeah, we got a horse, of course. My new favorite horse noise is the. It's like very easy to do. Horses do that all the time.
I do that occasionally.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You get kind of frustrated, or just good horse
My
noise?
last
Ooh,
girlfriend
could Brewmaster it.
had a horse. Always
Yeah.
up. And then whenever she was riding it, and I would come like hang out by the horse, and I would go. It's good. We just had a thing going, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's okay.
Alright.
Barnes. Oh, he plays Barnes because he's got all the depth rattles. Sure, yeah. Bone Mare costs 7, and we have 7 mana.
Right. Put it down the biggest thing.
Might be better on a 2-2. I'm not sure.
Well, we gotta trade this for a Dragonfire.
Oh, we do. Don't you think he would have Dragonfire there if he had it? I think he doesn't have Dragonfire.
Alright. I guess, yeah, he kills his own board if he Dragonfires, so screw it. Let me just play Tyrion.
We're playing around Dragonfire by reducing his health total.
Right, so now when he Dragonfires. It's just kind of concerning that most of the cards in the game are weapons. Or pseudo weapons. They're all weapons or pseudo weapons.
Yeah.
But I like putting it on the biggest one for redemption.
I like how the Kings went on a target where when it got silenced, it got healed. +1 health. Not super relevant here, but it's a nice little thing. Almost better. Oh. He's got a... I guess it's not exactly a horse. Stegodon? Powerful. So there's probably a captain and a corsair. More horses.
Seems pretty good. You can also just play Tyrion. You just do silence. Tyrion pass seems
Yeah, Tyrion costs 8. We've got 8 mana. We could take some attack, but yeah.
Why?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no next.
Well, if we trade a 2/2 and a 1 into it, it sort of plays around the AoE and it lets us take a value trade with a 3/2 into his 3/3 into his 2/6, but it's not, doesn't really make too much sense to me because I think we would have seen AoE if he had it, and we're kind of playing it into his Anduin by killing off his 5/5 for him. This would be the Anduin turn.
Which kills his 5/5 and our Tyrion, which is good.
Anduin's a big reason why Tyrion was better than Bone Mare last turn.
Top deck Dragonfire.
Jeez. Good player alert.
I like
like Vine Cleaver.
Yeah, we don't want to Bone Mark Sandrun, right?
Vine Cleaver's pretty good.
We lose a lot of Vine Cleaver value, but I guess we have a lot of value in hand.
Yeah, we'll do it. Maybe you just can't kill this Tyrion, right?
You can kill this Tyrion.
No. It's gonna play Obsidian Statue and just pray.
That'd be good for us. We can beat an Obsidian Statue.
Definitely has Obsidian Statue in that deck. And the Zoth.
How'd you play this deck?
Well, that's what I say on ladder every time, but it's because like half the time you draw Raz and Anduin, you win anyways. Yeah, we know he plays this card. Yeah, so it's just kind of like a bad Highlander priest, but when you draw the good cards, it doesn't matter, and it's a lot less confusing to play than Highlander priest because it's like just a very simple card as compared to like confusing situational cards. I like what he's doing here. Yeah, killed him to death. Even top deck the Dragonfire. It was a little bit late, though. A little bit late. We made dudes, he didn't draw his AoE in time. Got him dead.
That's the whole plan with the deck. Now let's reinforce that plan, because that's the part of the deck that works. The part of the deck that doesn't work is this whole one of pyromancer quality repentance removal shenanigans.
Yeah, I think part of the idea of the equalities is that we're supposed to have dudes, and then those are good for like killing things off with equality, but I don't have a lot of faith in it, and then Pyromancer kind of reinforces that, but it also kind of like blows up our entire game plan, like you were saying, right?
Yeah, it's anti-synergy with the deck, as well as sometimes you just don't have dudes stuck, and there's some decks where you don't want to equality clear. Like one of the most popular decks in the metagame, the Razakus Priest, the standard variant, not the variant we just played against. They don't play minions you want to equality and clear ever. They just draw their deck, clear your board, and then kill you if you don't pressure them enough. So you need to be able to pressure them. If you draw quality, that's not going to help you pressure them.
Okay, so one good way to pressure is with Light Fuse Stegodon. And that card's a beast. We want to draw it more.
Oh yeah, we used to put the whole curator deck in here. Sure.
That's where I'm going with this, yeah. And I want some dragons for the curator package, maybe some nice Scalebanes to buff my dudes.
Definitely want to put curator in to get like these Stegodon more often help us pressure. That kind of goes over like the stuff with Divine Favors. So I'm cutting out Divine Favor and putting in curator. Divine Favor draws you probably 2 or 3 cards. Curator draws you probably 2 or 3 cards. 1, 4, 6. So one puts more things in play.
Yeah, and also just like the Divine Favor tends to be better with a cheaper deck, and this deck has a lot of high mana cost cards, which not great with Divine Favor.
Dragons should go in probably with this Hibernate. Hibernate's a 6 mana 4/4. That is an upper pressure plan. Whereas Scalebane is a 5 mana 8/5 you head forward, which then gets even bigger, so it helps your board control plan. It's just a whole bunch of stats, real good. You're trying to build a board control deck that pressures your opponent, which is pretty good in the current metagame. It allows you to beat things like J Druid, Big Druid, and Priest. You're going to want 12 Scalebane on there.
Alright, now I'm noticing that Direwolf Alpha is a beast, so sometimes our curator is going to draw a Direwolf Alpha instead of Light Fuse Stegodon, and that kind of makes me upset. I want to draw the Stegodon. And the Repentance, like...
Yeah, if we cut a quality, we're definitely cutting third quality.
Yeah.
Then the qualities are gone, might as well cut the Wild Pyromancer to get rid of that. So now we are left with 2 1-drops and 2 2-drops in our mid-range tempo deck.
We're going to want some more cheaper stuff. So, Righteous Protector sort of tries to protect our dudes. It's not the greatest card in the metagame, honestly, because the big 3 are Priest, Druid, Rogue. Rogue has Dagger, which lines up pretty well against Righteous Protector. It's not like necessarily devastating, but they never really get punished by this card too much. And then the Priest and Druid just kind of are like, oh, you paid a card for a 1-attack minion? How nice. But it is pretty good with the deck, and they're like a pretty good card. I might play it anyways, even though I don't really like it that much in the metagame.
It works well with Sword of Justice, which is in here.
Yeah.
And Global Scalebane.
Oh, yeah.
And Games.
Steed.
Yeah, it seems like the deck.
I think so, yeah.
Too many. So there's 4 1-drops now. We'd like to optimally get around like 6 1-drops. We have like 1-drop all the time, right? Or how important do you think 1-drop is in this deck?
I'm really not sure. I haven't... Like, this deck's a little bit different from what I'm used to. You're thinking Firefly is the best one drop in Hearthstone generally, huh?
Well, we could also just check cards. This is a deck in Hearthstone. Also, the deckhand works really well with Sword of Justice. We're gonna keep Sword of Justice with that.
What if, well, I think deckhand's kind of, what if we go 2 captains in a patches?
I like that.
Card sucks.
But it's a
People-
charge.
Charge! Yeah, I just think the card's, it's a 1 mana 2/1. It sometimes has charge. And I think the captain patches synergy is really strong.
Yeah, Captain Patches is pretty broken. It's bring that a 5/5 most games. Bring that a
Yeah.
5/5 straight with board control. One of the things we can take out is this 1/4. It's 1/4.
Yeah, what it does is it's like a taunt to try and protect our 1/1s from like a rogue hero power or whatever, but I'm not that big on Stonehill. Like Park Reaper's another option in that slot. I think adding Captain and cutting Stonehill sounds pretty reasonable. I'm not that big on the Burn Bristle either, by the way. Like I usually would include that if I were playing a Corpse Taker package, but having played a lot of Corpse Takers, I've concluded they're kind of not that good. But I think Burn Bristle is kind of like one of the weaker parts of the Corpse Taker package. I don't just put it in decks generally.
3 mana 2/2. That's pretty weak stuff.
Yeah,
Back in
the Divine
day,
Shield.
like last metagame, the lifesteal was pretty hard. Things like Pyro Warrior and stuff that's trying to kill you. Nothing really tries to kill you until later stage. Everything's about the board now, and 2/2s suck on the board.
Yeah, I think it kind of comes down to Bone Mare why that happened, right? Everyone's just like, well, I want to kill his board so he can't Bone Mare, and I want to make my board so I can Bone Mare, and so you're so board focused, you're not as interested in the Smorky cards, which makes the lifesteal guys worse, right? That's what you're saying. That's smart.
Yeah. Exactly that. In just as many words. Very good summary, boys. I want a second Kings in here so that we can Kings things. Kings
Yeah.
Kings is like broken. That was one of the reasons why we won last game, just how much work that Kings put in. We made him have to commit 5 mana, like 5/5 really awkward. Exploit that.
I think Firefly. I think it's like the best one drop.
Better than. Well, we got the patch.
It's better than the Righteous Protector, yeah.
It is a. It's like a 2 mana 2/4. It's like one of the best stat lines in Hearthstone.
Yeah, but with way more flexibility to it, right?
Yeah. It's 6/1 drops. We don't have like any 2 drops. We could potentially turn this into a Keleseth deck if we can't find other suitable 2 drops where we need to add more 2 drops.
I like this Keleseth idea. Just bump up the power level, right?
Right. We can play Night Juggler, works well with Firefly, Lost in the Jungle, patch in.
Okay.
If we play like Night Juggler, then we can also play Glock Crawler against the Rogues. I guess those would be the best 2 drops.
Yeah, I think Glock Pro is really good. I kind of was struggling with the idea of putting it in because I gave the excuse of something about a beast and Direwolf Alpha, but honestly, I probably do want Galactic Crawlers.
So either Galactic Crawlers and Night Juggler or Keleseth, what do you think would be stronger?
I think people are sick of Keleseth, although I do think it's stronger.
Well, if it's stronger than
Okay, let's do it.
because you're not always versus rogues. You want to just like, if you draw Keleseth against rogue, it's like drawing Galactic Crawler, but you can do it in every matchup.
One issue with Keleseth here is we have kind of a lot of non-minion cards. We have just a lot of weapons in the deck, maybe too many.
We definitely have
Weapons
too many
don't get buffed by Keleseth, and you can only use one weapon at a time.
There are some thing going on here with 2 True Silvers and 2 Light 2 Sigma and 2 Kings seems like a lot. Sword of Justice seems not good.
Yeah.
But, let's just like add one more.
What if we?
card and then
Well,
it's
what if? My instinct is if we cut like True Silver Sword of Justice for a Rallying Blade, and then something, like because we got. I want to cut weapons, and I want to cut fours, right? So the True Silver goes away, and then I think the Sword of Justice should be a Rallying Blade because I want to kill their stuff. So it's that.
Yeah, we don't want to. Well, we do want to buff our guys, but.
Yeah, but with Kings.
Like you stated on, Rallying Blade just lines up to a lot of targets. There's so many decks in that game to slay. South Sea Captain in the control decks play things like Mire Keeper, so it's
Arcanologist or Cleric, Radiant Elemental.
the 3 health minions, yeah.
I'm looking at our 7 drops and I'm thinking we have like 1 or 2 too many, and yeah.
Nah, 7 drops are good. We don't have
Okay.
we have like a lot of 1 drops in Paladin decks. Like if you look at Murloc Paladin, seems like the mid-range version of it. So, we don't have stone hills to extend that. So I kinda
Do we
like
want...
it.
Okay. Acolyte of Pain comes to mind because of like Prince Kel'Seth and Eldor Peacekeeper, but we kind of have a decent amount of 3s without it. And I don't know if we really want card draw with how curve heavy this deck is. So what do we want? Maybe we want just another Aldor. Like, we want tools to fight for board. We want dudes and ways to buff our dudes. Do we want a Cairn in this deck? Sets up for the Bone Mare. Like, our turn 6, we have Steed and Tarim. If we don't have stuff on board already, the Steed is useless. And the Tarim...
3 6s is pretty ideal for curve. We should have a 6 most of the time going into turn 6. So, we've made a lot of changes to this deck already. I want to play it. What are 3 cards we could just kind of jam in here, kind of half-hazardly?
Aldor is a 1-of. Let's make that 2.
Perfect. I want to get games going.
Yeah. What do we need to fill in the curve? Where are we weak on the curve?
5s.
No.
Dude, what about some Grind Street Force Reaction?
Yeah?
I mean, it's cool. It's like a Cobalt Scalebane for your hand.
What about like 1 and 3 to kind of make up for the whole Kel'Seth thing? How about like Stonehills again? We're just putting back in.
We'll just put them in temporarily while we think of alternatives. I don't like Stonehills that much, especially since the actual like Stonehill cards don't get the Kel'Seth buff. So you're paying for a 1/4, which then gives you a card that you'd rather not play because you play the cards you draw from your deck instead.
Alright, do you want Acolyte? That gets the set buff.
Acolyte will do Acolyte, yeah. Synergizes with Aldor, I guess.
I think this deck's really slow.
It is really slow, yeah. We might need more 1 or something, but let's feel it out, see what happens.
This is becoming hand buff paladin. Because now I'm wanting to add that 1-mana spell that buffs stuff in my hand.
No, that's not a minion for Kel'Seth, though, so there's anti-synergy there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I'm okay with some amount of anti-synergy.
It is, like, a fairly powerful card. We should be pretty strong versus Priest, right? We beat Priest last time, and our pressure has, like, tripled since then.
Okay, these are some very pressury cards. Do you want to mulligan all of them?
Yeah, we need the early game pressure. We want Firefly Lost Control, the Righteous Protector, Prince Kel'Seth, and Southsea Captain. I think those are the only things we can keep in this matchup, right? Maybe Kings.
Yeah, maybe Kings.
Kings is just so sick versus Priest.
Lightforged Stegodon might be sick too. Scalebane's pretty sick.
I like this cat.
Yeah, yeah.
3 mana 5/5 if we don't draw patches.
Yeah.
We got about 4% and then draw patches.
Don't do it. Wow. Wow, that's really good.
Alright, fast.
You want to coin it? If we coin it, we can hero power next turn, and the hero power is kind of okay in this deck. And it buffs our next draw, and we have a 2/2 in play.
We
Kind
got
of
2
not
7s, we have no like you Stegodon.
Yes, I totally agree with you.
Like, this coin's got a bright future, and it's just needs time to mature. It's like a fine cheese.
I thought you were gonna say wine after you said fine, but
I was thinking wine initially, and then I got kind of hungry. Because wine made me think of cheese.
yeah, cheese is good stuff.
Cheese is great.
Speaking of cheese, Gorgonzola,
What's that?
it's a new Hearthstone card.
Oh, I thought it was a brand of cheese. I was like, that sounds like a really fancy cheese. This is gonna be on my price range, so like that's sounds Italian or something.
I'm not really sure what Gorgonzola is, other than a kind of cheese and a Hearthstone card. But I mostly know the Hearthstone card, which, by the way, pretty good with Prince Kel'Seth.
It just sounds like it's cheese that smells.
Yeah, I'm sure it smells.
Jam this at his face because it does a lot of damage. 3 mana 6/6s are really good.
Yeah, yeah. I'm noticing our 0 mana 0 card 3/3 charge is pretty powerful. Uh oh, he's doing powerful things too. That's very upsetting. Well, I think he's better than us, Firebat.
I don't think this game counts.
No. Alright, bottom right, buddy. Yeah. The victory is his.
So, we can still get some, a little bit of feel to the deck. So, like, in Food Critic terms, what was your mouthfeel experience for that game?
It was very, it was kind of bland. It's, the texture was not pleasing to my mouth either. I felt like I do not want to do that again.
I felt like it was a bit kind of heavy. Just kind of weighed everything down.
Oh, I see.
I might need to lighten it up, you know, add some cream and sugar in there to really make it a little more fluffy.
Yeah, too rich, too much fat stuff in there. I agree. It was really good analogy.
So how do we spice this up?
We have too many 7-mana cards in our deck. I know this. I know this. I don't know which one to get rid of because they're all kind of sweet. Yeah, I know.
Maybe the 7-mana, like Bone Bear's better than Tyrion, right? In this deck, especially because we stick to the board aggressively. I think Tyrion might have to go.
Oh, Tyrone.
Like, we have too many 7/8 drops. So I think Tyrion can definitely be factored in as one cuttable thing. The Curator is disgusting in this deck because you have like a 6 dragon and a 6 beast. Vine Cleaver is like, we're due to do Paladin, we kind of have to play it, and it makes life do Stegodon good. So you kind of have to play Vine Cleaver. Vine Cleaver is also pretty strong in the current metagame, so no as well.
Yeah. It's good with Sunkeeper Tarim. Like, really good with Sunkeeper Tarim. You get a lot of 3/3s.
So I think
I like the idea of cutting Tyrion because we have... Yeah, so the logic is we're Dude Paladin, so we need Vine Cleaver. And Vine Cleaver and Tyrion are not good friends. Like, they're both big, expensive weapons.
Okay,
oh,
so
smart.
now, what do we put in place of Tyrion? We want something smaller, lighter, fluffier, agile, like a ninja Tyrion. So, what is a low-cost card?
Something at 1 or 3 mana. What if we put in a Cairn to set up for the Bone Bears?
You're cutting a big, slow idiot for another big, slow idiot.
Slightly faster, big, slow idiot.
Honestly, Cairn might be slower than Tyrion.
Yeah.
Like, the mana cost, it's faster, but at the same time, like, the time it takes to actually initiate trades and get value also is time. Cairn's kind of like, it will kill you. Like,
alright, I want something on
what
3
about,
mana. I was looking at 1 or 3, but I don't think there's stuff on 1 that I want. Oh. Oh, no. Egg. Devil Sword Egg. And Scalebane, and Bone Mare, and Sunkeeper Tarim, and Prince Keleseth.
Prince Keleseth.
Yeah.
Are you sure on this one?
No.
I mean, it could work.
Let's try it. No.
What if they silence it?
Yeah, it's very upsetting if they
There
silence
are
it.
decks that play silence.
There's a lot of silences, actually.
Like, all druids should run Spellbreaker right now, pretty much.
Yeah?
All priests run the card Silence.
Actually, Mass Dispel is becoming popular in addition to Silence and Priest.
Silence is too hot right now. I think it's... We gotta let these eggs cool off for a while, then we get hard-boiled out there.
Okay. Stop looking at 2 mana cards. We got Prince Keleseth.
That's Speaker.
Awesome.
I mean, it's good for trading things.
That's what it's good for. Alright, Death
It's
Speaker it is.
It's not good for pressuring, but it's a nifty one-up.
We kind of have Aldor does sort of a similar Death Speaker thing.
They are the same.
Is Death Speaker better than Aldor? Probably worse, right?
Slightly worse because Elder can be used to claim board. Death Speaker is used to like progressive RD1 board state.
You want some Wasp action?
Giant Wasp is good. It's like equality, but minion. We can run Silence of our own. We have a Spellbreaker and their Silence is good right now.
Oh, yeah. I like that idea.
That would have helped against that big priest.
We could have really used that. I mean, we would have died horribly anyways, but...
Wait, there's no way.
Yeah, I like this Spellbreaker idea. That's a good tech card.
Alright, and then we'll sauce in these Acolytes for a little bit and try and figure out what they're doing later. But I'm sure Acolyte can't be manipulated out there.
I agree completely.
That is going to simmer on the back burner.
What about Tar Creeper? That's a big 3-drop.
Tar Creeper's good against Rogue, bad against Priest, right? It's terrible at, like, actually killing people with 1 damage.
Well, if you put a King's on it, does 5 damage.
Same thing
Yeah, but it's good against rogue instead of bad.
Right. There is a lot of rogue. It is my most popularly faced against deck for the last like 20 days. Which is a lot of days.
It's an argument for Galactic Crawler over Keliseth. Then we put the Hydrologists in and we can cut some of the clunkier stuff and a lot of twos.
Even though it's my most faced against deck, that's still only like 25%.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't sound like a great reason to go all in on Galactic, but this seems suboptimal. Actually, put a Kings on a Patches, it's alright. You know what else? Patches is pretty sweet with Sunkeeper Therum. It's also just generally pretty good with Paladin, because Paladin doesn't have a ping, right? There's no Fire Blast, no Shapeshift, and so a lot of times people will leave themselves with 1 health minions to exploit that weakness of Paladin. Patches comes in and cleans up.
Yeah, but you know what's better?
Not try
Costs
Patches.
0 mana. And
Yeah.
I do all of that stuff, but it's also free.
Yeah. I kind of like the idea of 2 captains and a Patches in just about any deck.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty broken.
It's neutral and it's really good.
Yeah, 3 mana 5/5s are really good for winning the board.
Yeah. And this is kind of why Firefly is so good, is it's just great against these Patches openers. If our player stock is all in play, kill this stuff so it's dead.
That was what I was thinking, but I was like, you were saying all these great things about how we can use this Patches for stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna kill a 1/1 with it, that's not a lot of stuff.
No. But he killed it, so it's dead. We're thinking we're spending our mana for the next couple of turns, so we definitely just do all the things right now. Ooh. I guess we're not gonna get that combo off this game because we wanna kill this guy with our weapon, right?
Yeah. Kill this guy so it's dead, develop the weapon so it's in play.
Mm-hmm.
Test whatever his next screen drop is most of the time. This is that. And,
Yeah, we're kind of hoping to see a Tar Creeper here so we can value trade with Kings. That's what Kings is best at, right? Like, your opponent plays a taunt or some kind of dude generally. You value trade and have a big threatening man behind it.
looks like
Killing all our stuff.
dead.
Yeah, so lucky.
Should I try and kill it?
What do you think that secret is? Pretty random, huh?
It is 100%.
No.
It's Hydrologist.
Yeah, so he kind of got to pick a good one.
He probably ideally would pick Global Sacrifice. He's really smart and it was up. May pick Getaway because that's really that deals with that.
So our options this turn are either Kings or Righteous Hero Power, and we're probably going to scale Bane next turn.
The best way to set up for Scale Bane is Register.
Well, let's do that and check real quick if it's Repentance. Just find out, right? Not obviously. Why would he pick Repentance? Cool.
Played around and ish.
Kind of hoping he had nothing to do besides just dagger and kill our Righteous that turn. Keeps playing cards, it's making me upset.
And Righteous Protector healed us with draw.
It did, but that Edwin's gonna keep attacking us for a lot. Hey. Interesting.
Potentially kill the Edwin.
We could just put a Kings on a Righteous, right? Pack that 1/1 into his 1/1, then Righteous and Kings it. Could go badly against Vilespine Slayer, but, you know, fingers crossed and whatnot.
He said backstab over 2. So this tech.
Oh, wait. What if it's Getaway Kodo? Maybe we don't want to do that attack.
Even if you get away with it, you still probably want to do that attack.
Okay. Then do it. Yeah.
Alright, well,
Is there a
it's an
Repentance?
eye for an eye or a Repentance. So definitely Righteous Protector instead of Scale Bane.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That does nothing.
Do not have anything to play after this going for Steep.
Oop. Oh, boy. Yeah.
We need 1 hero.
Oh.
Now we take less than
Yeah. Less is better. Yeah, kill the Scale Bane.
He'd also instead play our own Scale Bane. gets better in the future. No.
It's really good now. I want to kill that scale bait.
Just a lot of options.
Yeah. I'm upset about the options. I like this play.
Very passionate about this play.
Yeah,
It's the only play.
makes me happy. I mean, it's like your Terran costs 6. What more do you need to know?
You might win this game.
Oh, I think the Sunkeeper Terran was ridiculous. Like,
Patches, and you're just... Oh, there's this card that you're not sure what it should be.
yeah.
So, what 3 drops would be good here? It's just not a good turn for a 3 drop.
Good turn for a 1-drop. Spike Boost.
But we do need more 1 drops.
I don't think so. I think 1-drops are pretty bad. I think we kind of put the best ones in we could. Outside of playing Murlocs, which we're not doing. Yeah. Have we ever drawn Lightforged Stegodon? We like built our deck around it and then just...
We just like... But
Yeah.
our deck is synergetic. It's probably a card that would improve our win rate.
Yeah. That's a horse. And this is what I was saying about, people not playing around patches from Paladin. Like, if we had a second patches here, it'd be so sick.
What if we Spiker Steed and hit that? Where do you want to go? Spiker Steed hit that plays really hard in the bottom line again. Or we could go, what about Dude Spiker Steed? Biospine's a Dude, and then Biospine's a Spiker Steed thing. He doesn't lose. He gets a buff.
He doesn't have Spine. I've got to read, man. But he might have Lich King next turn. Not much for us to do about that, huh? Alright, I like hero powering, and the Steed goes somewhere.
One of the issues with if we do Steed here, he has to trade in that dagger. If we do Steed here, it's got 11 health, and then he has to trade in this and this. That's better.
Okay. Good. Let's do that.
But if he has Biospine, it's way worse.
No, he doesn't have. Yeah, make the trade. That's a good trade. No reason not to make the trade. It's just
Make Biospine worse.
no. He doesn't have Biles plants. They never have Biles plants like that. Nailed it with the read. Yeah. Nice. Also nice. Alright, 3 + 3 + 3, that's 9. Yeah. Yep. We're getting outvalued.
Well, we haven't hit any of our 7s.
Yeah.
4 7. Hit 1 7. Double scale. We're really only missing Karen, Lich King, Bone.
Also, we drew patches and he didn't. So. Yeah. This guy's the king, huh? Alright, second Sunkeeper Darum.
It's like a good turn.
This stuff's big. Look, the captains buff each other. They're bros. Just kidding, we're dead.
I was like, what does he see?
Needed a big game hunter that game. I don't think we should include that.
Honestly, I was surprised how well we kept up with the road for how good the road straw was. And how bad
Yeah.
the road straw
Yeah. We did good.
was. It seemed to function pretty well. It's definitely fluffier.
We're concerned lighter and fluffier, yeah. We're concerned about the actual page.
It did feel bad that game, yeah.
Mm.
We could do this.
Steward of Darkshire. For Lost in the Jungle.
Lost in the Jungle synergy. And it's also just something that they want to kill. Rarely go to. It doesn't synergize with Firefly or Righteous Protector, but like maybe just Lost in the Jungle and being...
Oh, Steward of Darkshire with Vine Cleaver.
Yeah, thanks.
Spicy.
Our hero power, Vine Cleaver, and Lost in the Jungle.
Dude, let's do it. Yeah, I think Steward of Darkshire makes sense in a like deep Stegodon deck, right?
Right, you just want to make your Silver Hit Fruits better.
Yeah.
Divine Shield, make them stick, and then you know you staying on them, and you just
give them 3 attack, then they're 4/1 Divine Shields. It's a nightmare for the opponent.
I like this. This looks clean.
Yeah.
This will win some games.
Yeah, this looks like a beautiful piece of art.
This looks like it can really punch Brace.
Oh, I love doing that. Just smack them.
Where's the StarCraft Pro?
Oh god, Slayers. Oh, I know. I've heard of that one.
I want to keep this game.
Yeah.
5/5 are good.
Yeah, and not the patches, because we don't want to pay a card or a mana for it.
Ooh. The Stegadon.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Lost in the jungle. Get the synergy
There-
train rolling.
That's a horse. Yeah. We got 6 1-drops. We'll draw those later. Yeah, that's true.
I want to coin the 3-mana 5/5 because it's like playing like a little bit of downside.
Yeah, it's like just awesome.
It's just like, even better than playing Love because you get a 2/2 charger.
It's just disgusting.
This is like the most broken thing in the game.
Yeah, and it's neutral.
And everybody does it. Just hitting him for like 7
Huh. I did not expect him to be a Soulfire deck. I thought he was...
Righteous Protector.
Yeah, that's so sick, right? The Righteous sets up for the Rallying Blade, the Hero Power for the Stegadon. Kings could be good. So, he's Zoo, right? Because if he plays Soulfire, he's just not a control Warlock. He's Zoo with a horrible draw.
I feel like we're gonna win.
Yeah. I like that feeling.
I want a King's punch in the face. It's just loud.
What if we Rallying Blade? It buffs our Righteous Protector, it kills his Kaliseth team.
He's got a bad hand. He probably has Guard, right?
He probably has Despicable Dreadlord.
Yeah. I want to try and buff maybe one of these things with Kings and trade with it. I want to buff the Silverhand Recruit with Kings and trade with the 2/3.
Yeah.
He plays around Doomguard, Despicable Dreadlord, the things that he probably has. Plays against around like the buff on this thing is action.
Oh, nice. I don't know how his hand... When we value trade with our 5/3, we get Dreadlorded, huh?
What do you want to do this to beat Dreadlord?
I have no idea.
So pretty bad.
So, I'm getting confused. My instinct is to play my biggest minion. That's the Cobalt Scalebane.
That thing's really bad against
Maybe it doesn't have it. What do you want to do?
Kings. Value trade.
You want Kings to 5/3?
I want Kings to 1/1.
Oh, I see.
The 2/5, and then probably pass.
I like that play. That's pretty cute.
Yeah, so like Dreadlord doesn't.
That's a tricky one. Yeah.
Divine Shield's so good.
I don't know. I'm not sure that he has it. Like, he might have done it last turn. Okay.
Look at me
He
go.
does have.
Look
You're
at me
so,
go.
you're so good, Firebat.
This still isn't very good for us.
Well, we can Hero Power Stegadon. What does that hit? We're looking for like 3 health, Divine Shield. If we Rallying Blade and Aldor, we're just not really killing that Dreadlord because he got buffed. That's the gist of it.
Yeah, if that didn't get buffed, it was a really good turn.
Yeah, he buffed the right one. It's really good for him.
Alright, let's try and get Stegadon.
We want to set up for Bone Mare next turn.
I think Rattling Blade out.
I think Aldor really, yeah. 3 + 3 is 6, you know.
Should have something to stack.
This game is bothersome to me.
It was really weird, yeah.
Chain Gang into Dreadlord is crazy hard to beat.
It's really weird.
He's been playing off curve and like he's had a lot of weak turns. The power level of those cards is so nuts. The Dreadlord in particular. The Chain Gang just kind of sets up for the Dreadlord.
Oh my god, it's so very short. Oh, no, he's bad.
Well, that's lucky. And do this horse thing while we can.
Yeah, you just let this happen.
He's nice.
What a guy. But honestly,
Thanks.
he had to win the 1 in 3.
3, yeah.
Yeah, let him. Otherwise he was screwed.
He should stick to StarCraft.
He should, probably. He's playing too quick, man. Too high APM. Slow down. Play. Take your hand off the mouse between your turns. Then take your turn. You have more time. Concentrating what you're doing. Alright, let's bone that in.
Okay. More horses. Some horse on horse on horse action.
He doesn't have second soul fire, like, a great spot.
Yeah. It does seem like the thing that's gonna happen.
He's gonna
So
win
Death
this
Knight
game.
gets
Double whip.
Dread and a Dreadlord, yeah. Alright, let's just assume he doesn't have it, because we're not beating it. Not really, but
We could do Scale Bane, like if you stake it on, trade into the 6/5, like you're buff on a good target, both of our minions, trade,
if we're gonna do that, we can Scale Bane Steward of Darkshire. It's like the same as the Stegodon, but we get to save the Stegodon value. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I don't. Go with your gut. I believe in you, Firebat. You can do this.
Let's do it. If he plays Death Knight, we just lose.
Oh yeah, we're out of here.
This didn't feel good.
No, not at all. It felt horrible, actually.
He was like playing off curve the whole game.
Yeah.
What went wrong? Because we had a decent turn. Well, we missed the 1-drops. Like,
We missed the 1-drop, but then we went Coin Captain into plays the whole time. The problem is we were trying to play around the Dreadlord, and it was just nuts. Like, the Dreadlord was just
even though,
very
if,
tough for us to
if
beat.
it didn't get buffed by the Blood Imp, we killed it immediately. Fine.
Yeah.
You
I
can-
know, it's just kind of like, you know, we're a dude paladin, and he's got Despicable Dreadlord that kills our dudes. It's just kind of tough for us to beat that card in particular.
The light fuse Stegodon was Death Knight the whole time because our dude side.
Even though he was playing horribly off curve, he like tapped on 2 and 3 as an aggro there.
I don't think there's ever anything like make our dudes live. Do you want to make any changes?
No, I like the way we built the deck. I didn't like the way that game panned out.
Just felt
Even though that just doesn't seem like a match we're gonna win very often.
Zeus seems tough.
Sometimes decks just have bad matchups, and it's not always correct to try and fix it, you know? Because sometimes by trying to fix your bad matchup, you make all your other matchups so much worse. It's just not worth it. It's better just accept the fact that you have you know, a strategic disadvantage in a certain matchup and kind of hope to queue into the other matchups.
I think we definitely have a disadvantage against, but I think we probably have a pretty big advantage against Priest, which is good.
Okay.
Especially when we draw our 1-drops. How do you feel about light fuse Stegodon?
Not really.
Yeah, let's work out that. Do you like Rallying Blade?
Not really. I mean, like, the Rallying Blade's pretty good against Priest, but we have a lot of 3s that are of a similar power level. I don't think it's anything special.
I like double 7s.
Awesome.
Double 7s.
Double.
That's a great card, yeah. A lot of decks like Rogue, even like you read some Mulligan guy, you say just keep it. It's great.
Oh, yeah. I keep it in pretty much any deck against Priest.
Yeah, it's so good. And triple 7s. We got 3 out of the 4 7s, so we can just get all the 7s.
Yeah, we just need one more.
Then we got 4 with 9, which is one of the better hands in the game.
I'm starting to really wish I had that Light Forge taken on. But, you know, the reason we mulligan is because we were looking for, like, a 2-drop and, like, yeah,
The 2-drop.
3. Well, but also just any 3-drop is fine.
Did our pressure mounting.
Yeah, we,
I think Stegodon might be a keep in this matchup just because you can do this.
Right.
You can't do anything about it.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, we'll get a Stegodon off our Curator, so it's cool.
Yeah, it's Stegodon. It's just.
Good hero power turn. Really powerful.
This is what Doo-Doo Paladin is all about. The slow
Making
matchups,
dudes.
you make dudes and force them to AoE it, and then you play your roster. If he doesn't have a spirit last year, he's got to commit a lot of mana. Or well, I guess.
Spirit Lash Pyromancer. Shadowrun Horror is usually not increased anymore. The increase of Big Druid kind of enticed people to cut the Pint-Size Horror package from Priest lists generally.
I like pint-sized horror against Big Druid. Because
Yeah.
you need some way to kill the 4-attack minions to get a pint-sized main or something. Also, like they unleash the scarabs on you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Master Spell kind of helps with that. Doesn't actually kill the Scarabs, but lets you smack them. We already had one of those. That's not good. Now our Curator doesn't draw a dragon.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, you get what you get. You don't get upset. I agree.
I sink one in.
Why? For the AoE for 4 potion?
She has like deal 5 in AoE or something.
No.
It seems like a rare instance. See, he would have not had this sword. He's got a hammer and a sword. Well, he's got a hammer and a sword now, doesn't he?
He's got both. He's dual wielding.
Dual wielding.
He's jacked.
Almost as strong as a dragon. Achievement.
So what's this Kazakus potion doing?
He hasn't touched it. So, nothing good on this board if he's touching it. So
Pretty sure it's not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's probably not deal 5 or 8. So it's probably like draw or revive. Maybe his other play was just so bad.
Yeah.
He's setting
Killed
up
some stuff.
for Dragonfire. I'm gonna play another dragon.
That sounds great.
He seemed to struggle with the last one. Some more sounds like it's more.
You're playing dudes to beat him up. Part of it is that Scalebane's really good early against Priest and kind of risky later on because it hands out swords so that all your stuff dies to Anduin in the later turns. So basically getting the Scalebanes down early while they can't Anduin your stuff is great. And playing it later is much more risky.
Much more.
And also it's just way more pressure than anything else you can do this turn, right? The alternative was Spikered Steed. This was like 9 attack instead of 2.
Yeah, because he was righteous out there with that.
That was AoE.
It seems
Well,
odd
whatever.
for him not to use the AoE last turn. It would have been really good. Well, would he have overdrawn? Maybe. That was it. Yeah,
Maybe that was
last turn. Just like
Speaking of drawing, no, a horse.
punch him in the face.
Yeah, so he has less life. 'Cause he doesn't have Anduin mana yet. But what he does have is less life. Man, that horse really smacks him pretty hard.
Yeah, I like making this not at 1 health. Plays into death a little bit more, but it plays around. Spread lash.
And also Pyromancer, yeah, good stuff. And also Holy... No, you already used Holy Smite.
We dish out pressure. We didn't have a good curve or anything. This deck beats up some priest, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of buffs.
We hero card like
Stuff,
non-stop this game.
So next turn's Anduin. So this is a pretty good turn to make like a 4 attack minion.
You also find just use strong timers.
Yeah, I'm into it. Line Cleave of the Dude, Firefly, push 8. With the horse, of course. Genius. There it is.
Alright, why do we have 9? He has more than 9. Life you staying on. Yeah, might as well draw.
Yeah.
Get those Stegodons going. Now these dudes, he has to clear them, so we don't even need to commit cards. He knows we got the Stegodon.
He does not know we have this tagged on.
If anything sticks, he is done. Look at all that, dude. Well, all of it sticks and he heals and slows
stuff's gonna die, that's for sure.
But yeah, he had like a pretty solid curve. He had like Kazakus and Reaper on 8, and we had hero power, hero power, hero power.
All the dudes.
So we had like all our 7 drops. Dragonfire doesn't say. He needs Night Size or Spirit Lash Dragonfire, that would be good. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Just Spirit Lash is probably good. You only do 2 heroes. But Spirit Lash is still pretty sweet here for him.
Kills 5 dudes.
Yeah, heals birds. 8.
I like when the rope burns like this. Makes me happy. Means their options probably aren't that good. They don't like what they can do. Oh yeah. Kill the no.
We tried so hard to do. Oh, here we go. Now we're gonna do.
Do.
Alright, so we want to play this and make dudes. So this is going here.
Sure. You wanna leave that radiant elemental up? So do I. Oh. Okay. I'm pretty okay with killing it. You wanna Spike Ridge Steed? You wanna Steed the Curator, play the Flame Elemental, carry the Radiant Elemental, and push 1.
Okay, pushing 6. She's a lot of damage, but 6 is big.
It's just like the Lyra is the reason to kill it, right?
Lyra Silence, and we are potentially in hot water.
Yeah. Could be a gadget instead of a Lyra.
Actually, pulling on that one. Might have wanted hero power this turn. There's 4 cards. I think he knows about this thing on. Oh, he top decked with real.
Dragonfire?
Bad Dragonfire this time. We've been just navigating expertly against that. Eventually, dudes will stick.
Okay.
He's out of silences now, so now we can force it to stick with speed.
You can Shadow Word Pain this thing.
Just let a dude stick. We've given them Divine Shield. We've, plotted them out there. We've given them Spike Ridge Steeds. Just, come on, dude. God damn it. He's so close. Why?
Spike Ridge Steed kind of sucks.
Alright, more dudes.
Alright.
Wanna just make board with the dudes? We don't need to buff them.
No.
Because he's out of AoE. Like, he potentially could have top decked Spirit Lash because he got the other one from Vision. But that's his last AoE in the deck. So, do you want to play the Life You Stated on this turn?
No.
I think we go Lost in the Jungle, double Alpha, no stats.
Okay.
Or we go Lost in the Jungle, Alpha, Life You Stated on.
That's probably better. We do want to stag it on better. We should stag it on first, but whatever.
Something
Poison?
Why? No dudes.
Yeah, they do.
Sure.
Yes. Use Potion of Madness. Makes me like poison better.
Health isn't bad either. 1 4 is pretty sweet.
And like we've seen the Pyromancer, you'd have to top deck Shadow Agents in the last 2.
We're gonna die. They're all dead, Zalay.
Yeah.
I want to give them health.
You think if they had health, would we win this game?
They'd be alive.
Okay. Okay. I'm upset.
This game is looking really good, and now we're dead.
We are dead. Wow. Bottom right, Fireball, we're dead.
I didn't even get there.
No. Mm-mm. Yeah?
Might have a weak turn.
No.
Maybe that card can't be played.
No.
Stinks.
No.
No, he just has Felon Tar Cooper as his last 2 cards to fill out his 10 mana curve.
He locates the Jedi Master he has been searching. Jedi Master Infala, upon meeting Vader, determines he is the cause of the death of all the Jedi, even stating that their hate lies within him. After speaking with Darth Vader for a moment, it is revealed Infala believes the arrival of Vader is a sign that the vow he has taken, known as the Barash vow, has ended, and it is now his duty, as once again a fully realized Jedi, to kill Darth Vader. For my transgressions, I took the Barash vow, to live alone inside the Force until my true path as a Jedi became clear. To live outside the Order and take no action on his behalf, no matter the circumstances, even its end. You must have known that, or you would not have known to look for me here. I knew you would come eventually. I declare my Barash vow complete, for my brothers and sisters are dead. I know my path, killer, and its end is also yours. After resolving to kill Darth Vader, the Jedi Master forces Vader to undergo several trials in order to face him on the peak of a sacred mountain. The first trial being releasing a dam and forcing Vader to escape, an event in which Vader smashes his head into a wall and is clearly momentarily stunned. Next, Vader is attacked by a swarm of birds that appear to be under the Jedi Master's command. Without a lightsaber, the birds get several very good strikes in on Vader as they tear apart the exterior of his cybernetic leg. Infala then allows Vader to reach the top of the mountain as he witnesses all his hatred at work. Infala even has a chance to kill Vader as he walks across a bridge, being able to detonate it and end the Sith there. But instead, he seems to be filled with a sense of anger and wishes to kill Darth Vader personally. Vader then reaches the top of the mountain and rips apart Infala's droid, claiming the training lightsaber in order to combat the Jedi Master, due to him being unarmed. The two then begin to duel, as Infala tells him he senses how weak he truly is. Quick side note, in the comic, this is one of my favorite parts of the new Darth Vader series so far, and highlights that despite Vader being extremely powerful, he is still very new at this, and seems to be very out of his depths with Infala. Vader's cybernetic leg then begins to fail him and malfunction, as Infala determines that Vader is still very much a Sith apprentice, and that a Sith Master must also be lurking somewhere in the wide galaxy. Despite blade to blade Vader putting up a good fight, it is his leg that gives out, and he falls to the ground. Infala then tells him he will personally restore the light side of the Force, and the Jedi, as he force pushes Vader off the mountain, and Vader tumbles down below. As a review for Issue 3 of Darth Vader, I would like to say that I really enjoyed this one. It shows us that Darth Vader is not invincible, and that there are several Jedi out there that pose a huge threat to him. Vader here seems impatient, and may not quite be as refined as he seems to think he is at this point in time. Infala in this encounter with Vader uses all his surroundings, and his home field advantage to, in all sense of the word, defeat Vader here. Interestingly, this is exactly what we see Vader do later in his life, most notably preparing the battlefield of Cloud City to defeat Luke Skywalker in Empire Strikes Back. Watching Darth Vader lose was very surprising for me, as he's so often portrayed as an unstoppable force that no Jedi could ever defeat unless they are the likes of Yoda or Obi-Wan caliber. I really like that this is very much the depiction of Darth Vader before he has fully discarded all the weaknesses of Anakin Skywalker, not yet realizing his shortcomings and pushing through a battle purely based on his power and skill, rather than using his mind like he later would learn to do. I also really like how this showcases the ignorance and pride of Infala as well, and the Jedi Order, as instead of killing Vader, he lets him live, but gravely injures him, a decision that will very likely not end well for the Jedi. After what appeared as a filler comic to me with Issue 2, Issue 3 was really refreshing, and one of my favorites so far. Sometimes it's difficult for Star Wars comics to surprise me, especially when they take place in this era, but for me, this comic really did. Seeing Darth Vader lose had a much bigger impact than I thought it would, and I can't wait to learn more about Infala and the sin he committed that forced him to take the Barash vow. I also can't wait to see how Darth Vader pulls himself out of this situation and inevitably defeats the Jedi Master. I would also love to and hope to hear Sidious's thoughts on Vader and this fight with Infala, but I would love to hear your thoughts on the issue so far, and what do you think about Infala and his power, especially his displays against Darth Vader? Where do you think Infala ranks with other Jedi so far, and what sin do you think he committed that forced him to take the Barash vow? If you would like to join me in the daily Star Wars discussion and debates, follow me on Twitter at StupendousWave. Link.
I'm kind of pushing the limits a little bit these days as I